Hello, I'm Zinnia, your Gemini friend. It's hot, so ignore how I look. I want to talk about this Aquarius full moon on August 1st, 2023. Just happened. It's August 2nd right now. I've been having dreams that are really giving me revelations, and I want to talk about them. The actual night of the full moon, I didn't really sleep at all. I actually fixated on like one anxious thought that didn't even end up being anything. Usually I sleep very well on the full moon nights, like better than usual, but that night was it was really rough. But the following night, which was last night, I had a really interesting dream. Several dreams, but one in particular, it just seems so clear to me what it was saying, and perhaps it could be a message for others as well. I don't know. So like the main thing that was happening in my dream that goes along so well with what I've been like getting messages about lately, just for me personally, is so the dream, I was on the phone talking to like a psychic. I don't know, it could be anyone, you know, just somebody who is giving me a psychic reading. And I was in a huge house, just absolutely full of people, like a massive party. People everywhere, like mall size. House, and I'm talking on the phone and I keep asking her these questions, which are very relevant real life questions that I want to know in real life. And it was funny, the people around were so loud and just in my face constantly that I couldn't hear her answers. She was giving me wonderful answers. I could tell this was exactly what I wanted to hear, but I couldn't hear her clearly at all. I could only make out a few words because everyone around me was so loud. And I woke up and I was like, duh, I'm supposed to be meditating. I'm supposed to be going internally. I'm supposed to be spending time with myself, because the messages can't get through to me when I spend all day distracting myself and around other people and, you know, like media, just the people and things, that just all of these distractions. It was just so clear. It was like the distractions are keeping you from getting the answers to what you want to know. And it doesn't, like in the dream, it was an outside source because that just made more sense in the context. But I know that what it really means is from my higher self, from going within, that I can get the messages that I'm looking for. And I thought that if you see this, that could very much be for you too, because this energy feels so collective. It's Aquarius, the 11th house. It's groups, people working together. And I have all of these 11th house dreams like all the time, where there will be just chaos, people, just so many people. And we're not necessarily working together in a unified way. It's more just the concept of like society. And that kind of makes me think about something else. I have a question. Has anyone else experienced this? I'm sure you have. Well, I'm not sure at all. I'm asking because I'm not sure. So what has been happening, it's always happened to me, but it's been happening a lot lately, like at least once a week, just for the past few months it seems, where I will be doing absolutely anything, having a thought, speaking, seeing something, just anything, and I will all of a sudden have a memory of a dream that I've had. It could be a recent dream, it could be a dream from years ago, just like any dream, but the dream will just pop into my head, like a specific scene from a specific dream will come to my head, like unprompted, but somehow I know it's related to what I was talking about or seeing or thinking about. Is that something that happens to you? Like, I want to draw the connections. The most recent one was a few days ago where I was thinking about some old friends that I miss. And then all of a sudden it flashed in my mind a dream I'd had, I guess, probably earlier this year, where I was in a mall, specifically a mall dressing room, but a really big one full of people, and there was actually some sort of competition going on, like the start of a race. I don't know, you know, it's a dream. But why did thinking of my friends make that flash in my mind? I get that sort of thing all the time, where I won't be able to form a conscious connection, but I know that my mind has. And I've been analyzing my dreams for years. It's like the most fascinating thing to me. When I have a dream, I wake up from it and then I want to know what it's trying to tell me. And as I've been doing this more often, I've been forming these patterns. So now I'm thinking that these dreams that I have, where there are just groups and groups of people, so many people, just strangers, and I have this so much, especially just the past few months, where my dreams are just absolutely crowded with people. And maybe some people always have dreams like that, but it's something that started to me suddenly, and then it's just been a constant from then on. So to connect to that, another thing that keeps coming up in my life lately, like the last week, just over and over and over and over, somehow it just keeps, the universe keeps bringing to my attention, like, insects that work in groups, like collective, like hives, like ants and bees and wasps and locusts, whatever it is, just so many different ways. This past week have I been reminded of bug collectives. And let me tell you, insects have been following me. Insects have been such a thing for a couple months now. I feel like I get most of my messages through insects. And maybe that sounds weird to say, but you know, like something will happen and then you'll know what it means. If you're like following the patterns. So to bring this all together, I feel like all of these things are just compounding and making me think about the concept of groups, collective, all of that. And it just, I mean, it makes sense with the Aquarius full moon. The point of this particular video, honestly, is that I thought that that dream was really cool, that told me that I am distracted and I can't hear the messages. I need to go within and not constantly distract myself with distractions. And distractions can be people, it can be other things. Like, that feels like a very specific message, I guess, for me. But it could be for you too. Because that's important. It's something that if you can't tell, I'm obsessed with dreams, and I'm obsessed with meditation and whatever it is that I can tell myself in these meditative states and in these dreams. I have a hard time consciously connecting with ways of getting messages. Like, I can pull oracle cards, that works for me fairly well. I'm not that great at tarot, though I receive messages when I read for whatever. Yeah, mostly I'm just wondering if anyone else has this experience of getting reminded of a dream, just like in the middle of something that seems unconnected. Like, if you have ever connected the dots between this like sudden dream memory and whatever it is you're thinking or talking about, I would love to hear about that. If you've somehow made it to this part where I'm asking you. I'm just having fun here. That's what I wanted to say. Bugs, the collective. Your intuition is trying to talk to you. Dream memories at random, forming patterns. This is what I have to share today. Thank you for listening. I love you. I adore you. You're wonderful. You're wonderful. Please remember that. It's important. Thank you.